Now we will explain why most people around the world are so troubled in their pursuit of happiness and why the most searched question on the internet is about the meaning of happiness and what it takes to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy and they are searching for the formula to achieve happiness. The whole world is troubled in its quest for happiness. According to recent data available on the internet, many people in the world today are often anxious and stressed about being happy. And among them are those who have good jobs, big cars, large houses, all the necessary luxuries and money. Yet they lack happiness in their lives. There must have been a time when they thought that if they had so much money, they would be happy. If they bought that car, they would be happy. Gradually, they acquire all these things, but still happiness eludes them. This is why people are now searching the internet for answer to the question, what does it take to be happy and how can one stay happy? The bigger issue is that while most people are struggling to find happiness, big companies have turned happiness into a product, a commodity that is now being sold in the market. The situation has reached a point where people are now paying to learn how to be happy. The happiness industry is now worth $124 billion globally, and America has become the largest market for this industry. There are over 50 million customers seeking happiness, willing to buy it, exhausted from living in stress, and now looking for new ways and options to be happy. Among these options, the most preferred is social media. Can happiness be found through social media? Can one stay happy through social media? Currently, all social media platforms are primarily focused on selling happiness. This is why the most viewed content on these apps is the kind that entertains people and even if only for a moment, brings a smile to their faces and changes their mood. You may have noticed that when you are troubled, stressed, or sad, you open your phone and start watching reels or videos on the internet. You spend hours watching these reels because you are searching for happiness. You want to escape from stress, anxiety, and worries, even if just for a while, and immerse yourself in your mobile phone. The bitter truth today is that people are most troubled in their pursuit of happiness. And a major reason for this trouble is exhaustion. You are tired. The famous American magazine Time recently studied this changing behavior and temperament of people and revealed that the current era is the age of exhaustion. Our new generation is so surrounded by stress, anxiety, and worries that they feel utterly exhausted. This new generation now wants to do everything that can reduce stress and alleviate this exhaustion. Many people today wake up feeling tired even before getting out of bed, leaving the house, or doing any work. Their bodies and minds feel exhausted, as if they have already done a lot. A new trend called Bare Minimum Monday has emerged worldwide, where many working professionals have resolved not to overwork on the first day of the week, Monday, either at the office or at home. They aim to conserve their energy for the rest of the week. You must have heard of Monday blues, where people start feeling anxious and stressed on Sunday night itself, dreading the thought of going to the office on Monday. This is called Monday blues because Monday is the first day of the week and the first day back to work after the weekend. Similarly, a new trend called quiet quitting has emerged globally, where people do only the necessary amount of work and believe that going above and beyond at work only leads to stress. They do only what is required of them and avoid overworking. This is called quiet quitting, and it has become a significant trend worldwide. Many employees in offices or elsewhere have stopped taking excessive interest in their work. They do only as much as is needed to get by and no more. They quietly quit overworking. You might also be aware of the trend of mass resignations or great resignations, where millions of people voluntarily quit their jobs due to mental exhaustion. These people felt that their jobs were acting as a speed breaker to their happiness. They were unhappy with their jobs, and upon realizing that they were stressed and anxious, decided that quitting their jobs was the solution. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the trend of mass resignations emerged globally because people were feeling exhausted, anxious, and overwhelmed by the strange mental state induced by the pandemic. Many people quit their jobs thinking that life is too short and they wanted to be happy rather than troubled. For them, the first step to happiness was quitting their jobs. These trends, such as quiet quitting and mass resignations, show that people today feel so exhausted that they are changing their work habit to find happiness. Many are even willing to quit high-paying jobs to be happy. For example, during the Great Resignation in the US, out of the 47 million people who quit their jobs, many had annual salaries ranging from $50 million to $100 million. Despite such high salaries, these people were not happy, which shows that happiness is not about a good salary, a good job, a big house, a luxury car, or success in life. The problem is that people have moved away from happiness, and happiness has become a product that, despite spending a lot of money, remains elusive. There is no single definition of happiness, but scientists believe that any feeling that gives you inner satisfaction is happiness. A happy person is one who is content with what they have around them and remains happy. In our country, many people believe that a big car, a large bungalow, and a hefty bank balance are the real fuels of happiness. They think that if they achieve all this, they will be happy. But when they do achieve it, happiness still does not come. Instead, stress and anxiety take its place. The truth is that while material possessions may bring temporary happiness, it is not permanent. These things do not add permanent happiness to your personality. Money is there, but not happiness. Happiness comes from satisfaction, and satisfaction comes from things that bring you lasting peace, such as family. If a person has a partner who stands by them through thick and thin, that relationship will surely bring happiness and will be helpful in difficult times. Such relationships have nothing to do with money. A poor person may have a good relationship and be much happier than a rich person. The most important thing is that those who are searching for happiness in money or in the market should know that happiness is absolutely free. If you want to laugh right now, you don't need to pay anyone for it. But the problem is that people don't want to see the things that bring happiness. If someone thinks that happiness means success and material possessions, then they are deceiving themselves and heading down the wrong path. Lata Mangeshkar, the legendary singer honored with the Bharat Ratna, had everything in life. But did you know that despite her immense success, she often said that in her next life she did not want to be Lata Mangeshkar? This is not just about Lata Mangeshkar. Charlie Chaplin, J. Robert Oppenheimer, the scientist behind the first atomic bomb, and many others achieved great success, but the world did not see the pain, stress, anxiety, insecurity, and suffering behind their success. Success is not a measure of happiness. The bitter truth is that sometimes a family living in a hut eating dry bread is much happier than a wealthy family sleeping on velvet beds in a grand bungalow. However, it is also true that happiness has its own signs. If you want to be happy, you need to befriend the four hormones that create the feeling of happiness in you. Today, we are sharing this formula for happiness, and the best part is that is absolutely free. The formula is not just emotional or mental, it is also physical and based on science. The four hormones are dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. When these hormones are released in your body, you will feel happy, satisfied, sleep well, stay in a good mood, experience less stress, and overall you will be happy. To befriend these hormones, you don't need to do much. Small steps like getting enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours daily, exercising for 30 minutes daily, practicing yoga for 15 minutes, breaking tasks into smaller parts to reduce stress, sitting in the sun for 10 minutes daily, spending 30 minutes alone in a park, or taking a silent walk while disconnecting from everything, avoiding junk food and eating nutritious meals like green vegetables or fruits will be help these hormones become your best friends. They will always be present in your body and no one will be able to take this happiness away from you. However, those who live alone, stay angry, don't exercise, eat fast food like burgers and pizza will never be able to befriend these hormones. These are the people who search the internet for ways to be happy. Today, we have shared completely free formulas for happiness. You don't need to spend any money. This is equally accessible to the rich and the poor. If you want, you can. Adopt these practices and be happy. Try it for a week or 10 days. And if you feel that we have helped you in any way, you can thank us.